Hi there, it's time for another edition of your program, Dissecting Africa. It's a talk show where individuals trying one thing or the other to help people of Africa to advance in their field or in their businesses. So today I have with me a special guest with whom we'll be discussing about a topic which has to do with women and their businesses, how they can access finance. So join me as I welcome Ayodele Ognin. Ayodele, say hi to the viewers.
Hi everyone. Hi Kasim.
Okay, it's great to have you. Now let's start this way. Can you give me a brief introduction about yourself, what you've been to all this while? It seems the network is at it again, but I'm sure she'll be back. This time around it's a rainy season, and generally it's the network that we use to do this. So I am looking at of coming back very soon, but I'm sure she will be back. Uh, so while waiting for her, let me just take us through what we need to look at today. We want to look at the possibility of the women in Africa, having uh, access to finance, and from the look of things, it has always been an issue for businesses in Africa to thrive. So, what she's going to be doing for us is to take us through the process that women in Africa can really access finance, when it comes to doing their businesses. So I'm thinking my guest will be back. The network has been something else, and I'm very sure we can find a way to work around it. The program you're watching is Dissecting Africa, and it's coming to you live and direct from Color Live TV. So I'm sure my guest will be back, and we'll be able to swing into action. Uh, I am expecting her to do an introduction of herself, and that's what she will do immediately she's back. So, Ayo, welcome back.
Thank
I
you
know the network is
very
something
once
else.
again.
So, can you briefly describe, give me a brief introduction of yourself? Wow, it's still the same thing. Well, the network is is a serious thing, because the what we're doing is based on network, as you can see. I can see from this other sides the network freezes. But like I was saying, she has several years of experience. I think about 7 years of experience in the banking sector, and she knows the nitty gritty about how women of Africa can access loan. And the essence is for her to um, take us through the process of accessing loan by African women wherever they may be, but especially in our own country, Benin Republic. And she's been doing great in that area, trying to assist women to go through the process of accessing loans so that they can be able to do their business properly. Most of the issues that African women always have, even men in Africa, is getting loan to finance their business. But from our own point of view, she has been able to come up with certain ideas and certain procedures that banks in our country can discuss with women doing one thing or the other in their chosen career, especially businesses, so that they can be financially viable in the society, so that they will not be financially dependent on their men. And the way things are generally, also the men are having it not that easy, in the face of COVID-19 and in the face of general economic downturn in all the businesses around the world. So she will be taking us through the process, explaining to us how she's been able to help the women in Benin Republic, which happens to be a native country, and kind of selling the idea to other African countries so that they can know and go through the same process, and probably be able to access loans from probably banks or some other financial institutions, so that their business can just continue to remain, and so that they can continue to put food on their table, that so that their family can have something to say that, oh, we have parents that are making provision for us. So I'm sure my guest will be back, and we can just continue. Okay, I think she's back. Okay, let's see the possibility of the whole thing. So you're back. So
Yes.
can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you, Andrew.
Can you hear me? Okay, if you're back, can you continue with the introduction? Okay, so let's continue with the introduction now.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry for the network. My name is Ayodele
Hello?
Ognin. Can I continue?
Okay. Yes, yes, continue, continue. I'm with
Okay.
you, continue.
My name is Ayodele Ognin. I am from Benin Republic. So I am the founder of Wurhami Consulting. Wurhami
Are you
Consulting
there?
is an
You can
enterprise
continue with
that aims
the
to empower
introduction.
women with financial
Are you
literacy,
there?
business
Yeah.
management development, and access to finance. Prior to that, I had an MBA in finance and 7 years working experience in banking sectors, private equity, asset management, and microfinance. So I'm glad to be here with you today.
Okay, great, great. Now, let's go straight to the topic. Uh, my pleasure, my pleasure. Now, let's get straight to the topic for today. We are looking at African women and their businesses. How can they access finance to continue doing their business? So,
I think Kasim has a problem with his network. I will try to answer the questions. He was talking about African women and access to finance. Today is not a secret anymore that access to finance is not something easy for women in our environment. We have many enterprises owned by women, but to get a fund with the bank or microfinance institution is not that easy. Sometimes bank and microfinance institution ask for guarantee, what those women doesn't have. You back?
Yes, yes, I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. We'll manage through. Yes, you can
Okay.
continue.
So I was talking about the requirements bank and microfinance institutions used to ask before lend money, and most of the time our women doesn't have those requirements, so it's not easy for them to get funding. What we are doing with Wurami is that we are teaching women how to manage the little money they have, and how to explain their business well, because from my experience, the problem that we see with women business is that they don't know how to explain their business. They come to the bank, tell you that they need money, but they get a bit too emotional with the business explanation. But they we need guarantee. We need to understand how that business will make money, and they lack that in their business plan. So what Wihami is doing is to teach women how to put their business together, how to explain their business to investors, and sometimes what they need is not money. What they just need is a better organization and in their activities, so that they will lose less money, and make a better use of the little they have. So that's what we teach them, because sometimes we work with the women who is rural area or women in city. But in both cases, when you go to school, for example, they teach you biology, they teach you mathematics, they teach you many things, but they don't teach you how money works. So we teach them how money works. When you want to sell something, when you buy, before selling, you need to calculate the price, the the price of your buying price, the I don't know, the taxi price. You need to add that up so you can calculate and fix your price very well, so that you won't lose your money. So that's a bit what we are doing.
Mm. Okay. And so far so good. Can you give us like how have you been able to help the women in your native country, Benin Republic? How has the response been as well? How have you been able to manage with the women in your native country?
Yes, we started, I think, about 2 years ago, and before the COVID, we we empower about 3,000 women. So with the COVID, we changed a bit the way we are doing things. For now, since 5 months, for example, what we are doing is we are working with women who are producing masks to protect themselves. So the tailor, the women that are doing hydroalcoholic gel, that the women we are teaching how to manage their business, and how they can produce those things and make it suitable so they can sell it more. And when they need money too, we gather them together, and uh, as a guarantee, we stand in microfinance institution to help them get the money so that they can produce more, and we follow them so they can pay back.
So now, okay. That's great. Now, how do you think other women in other African countries can replicate your ideas? So far, it has worked in Benin Republic. What are those things that you can tell other women in other parts of the world, especially in Africa countries? How can you explain to them the system and the procedure so that they can benefit from something like that as well?
Okay. First of all, you need to know everything depends on your environment and your culture and how people work in that part of Africa. Something that work here may not work like in Nigeria. So we need to think to look how people work, their mentality, what is more easy and what is difficult. The first thing to know is that when you are starting a business, banks are not your friend because they cannot risk someone else's money to support the business, even you are not sure to make profit in. So you need to think about how you get money, how you can sell, you can start with the little you have and make your customers your, I don't know, your publicist, because if your customers are talking about your product, you will get more customers and you will sell more so that you will increase your business. So they have to think about that. Secondly, they
Yes.
will try to look around them in their family, their friends, people who believe in them, who can support them. It can be money, but it can be ideas. It can be some competencies. For example, if you are starting a restaurant, you need to make flyers, attractive things. You can ask a friend to help you with those flyers. He may not support you with money, but he can support you with his competencies. So that the few things I can share. But the most important is to
Yeah.
think about your environment and try to study your market and understand what can work there and what will not work. And about what will work, you will empower that thing and
Yeah.
you can start from there.
Okay. Okay. Let me remind our viewers more that my guest is I can say a bilinguist. She's a native of a French speaking country and she can speak English, but I want to permit her to sometimes add French so that she can be comfortable. So, Ayo, you're free to add some little French to it. Personally,
Super.
too, I understand French a bit, so you're free to do that. So we can have the better understanding of where you're coming from. Now, let's look
Okay.
at this question. Why is it difficult in Africa for our women to really have what it takes to establish their business the way they really want? You mentioned culture the other time, that what is prevalent, what is happening in different countries. So what are those things that are the limiting factors for women, depriving women from accessing loan or having access to money to do business properly?
Ok, donc j'irai en français. Ce que je peux dire, c'est que souvent, nous n'arrivons pas, les femmes, moi y compris au début de mon activité, nous n'arrivons pas à expliquer notre business. Nous le comprenons, le business est dans notre tête, mais pour l'expliquer à quelqu'un qui est en face, nous n'arrivons pas. Et nous pensons petit. Par exemple, nous attendons d'avoir beaucoup d'argent, par exemple, pour commencer un business. Alors que si on compare à un homme ne va pas attendre d'avoir tout le nécessaire. Il a le courage, il a la confiance en lui-même pour aller voir le banquier, le tchatcher et lui vendre son idée. Mais nous, les femmes, on est très modestes, ce qui fait que la personne en face de nous peut ne pas croire en ce que nous disons. Donc, il y a le manque de confiance. Deuxièmement, il y a le manque de soutien. Parce que souvent, ça dépend. c'est le manque d'emploi ou le chômage qui pousse d'autres personnes à rentrer dans l'entrepreneuriat. Et dans ces conditions, le premier objectif, c'est de survivre. Quand le premier objectif, c'est de survivre, on n'arrive pas à penser à long terme. On fait des projets courts qui ne nous permettent pas vraiment de faire adhérer d'autres personnes à notre vision. Troisièmement, le manque de compétences. Parce que c'est bien beau de vouloir faire quelque chose, mais le plus important, c'est d'avoir une formation. Même si je veux faire un petit restaurant et vendre des sandwichs, il faudrait quand même que j'aille voir quelqu'un qui fait la même chose pour apprendre comment il fait des sandwichs, apprendre comment vendre les sandwichs. Aujourd'hui, nous sommes à l'ère du digital, donc je ne peux pas uniquement me baser sur des passants pour vendre mon produit. Il faut que je puisse communiquer. Comment communiquer, comment attirer le potentiel client. Donc, c'est toutes ces choses qui font que nous n'arrivons pas à avoir du financement. Et aussi, nous pensons trop petit. Par exemple, une femme qui a besoin de, par exemple, 100 dollars, elle ira voir la banque. La banque n'est pas là pour passer 100 dollars. Elle ira vers une institution de microfinance. Elle n'a pas de garantie. Tout ça, c'est compliqué. Alors qu'avec les bons outils, la bonne information, on peut bien sûr trouver ces financements-là sans avoir à aller vers ces institutions. So to summarize, I will say it's the lack of confidence, lack of training, and self-esteem. Sometimes when women want to start something, she will see it little, comparing to a man who will be bold enough to explain the business and have confidence in what he wants to do. So the bank, he will not be really comfortable with the woman who is too sensitive and will not explain what she wants to do with figures. So that's what I can say.
Okay, now. So, what is your advice for the upcoming generation? I mean, ladies that are not doing anything. What advice do you want to give to them in terms of taking up one business or the other? You know, probably after going to the university, because you know, from the look of things now, with the coming of COVID-19, you know, things seems difficult a bit. So, what is your advice for young women, you know, when it comes to doing business instead of saying, oh, they just have to work in an office, maybe like a bank, like an oil company. So, what is your advice for that?
Thank you. This COVID crisis, for me, I see it like an opportunity to do everything you wanted to do before, and you were afraid to do it. To the young ladies out there, I will say, try it. You never know, and you can try one thing, two things, and it won't work.
Can you pick that? Okay.
Just continue. Try to do something you love. When you love something, the passion show from it, and people will follow you. So we have digital tools. We have WhatsApp. We have Facebook. Just start your business, put it out there, and you will make money. It's not easy for anyone. Even me, the first year, I was not making money. The second year too. So don't let people deceive you. Don't let social media deceive you. It's hard for everyone. But when you keep to it, you are resilient. You are strong, and you don't let yourself be discouraged. You will be successful in anything you are doing.
Wow, that's a good advice to other women. You can see she's a very good example of what you can do with your brain and with your beauty and with the gifts that God has given to you. Take up a business, look for a way to finance it, approach banks, approach friends, like the way she explained to us, so that you can remain doing something, so that men will not just push you around and say, oh, because you're not making money. So the era that we have now in Africa is the era for women to take things up and be active, to support men. So it is on that note that I want to say a bye-bye to the program today. It's been wonderful discussing with delectable Ayodele Ognin. I thank you for coming on the program. I appreciate your time, and I hope that when next I bring you on board to have another discussion, concerning Africa or any other issue, that I hope you will oblige my request. So thank you so much. And for the viewers,
Thank you very
those that
much.
have been able to watch, and those of you that will watch later, thank you for watching, and join me again next week as I bring another interesting edition of Dissecting Africa to your viewing pleasure. I remain Kazeem Balogun, and bye-bye for now. So my guest, just say bye-bye to the viewers.
Bye bye, everyone,
Okay.
and thanks for watching.
All right. Bye-bye.